My personal custom is that the loser of the previous game decides who goes first in the next game. So
All right.
I will allow you to choose who goes first.
Uh, I'll take first.
That is absolutely how I feel. Ashlyn, all of Vegas cards are bad.
Yes.
How do you play them? He is a bad character. I don't understand.
Aw,
Alright, and then mulligan. Oh.
fine.
I mulligan 3.
We will do.
You landed Splendid Claw twice? What the crap? Wait, hold on. Which one is Splendid Claw?
Okay. Guess I don't know. Any recommendations on like mulligans in this one?
I have a lot of thoughts about that. Um,
I guess probably
so,
what's your rule of thumb?
okay. So my rule of thumb is... well... Alright, question number 1. Are you playing with or without transformations, right? If you are,
No.
the game is different.
No transformations.
If you have no transformations, then you care most about openers, which means that you need to look at attacks that are relevant from starting positions on turn 1 or 2. If you're a first player, you need to, like, if you're looking at cards in your hand that you might play as a combat option, as a strike, think about what the opponent has that could beat it, and make sure that you don't play a thing that they could beat cleanly. So, like, in this example, you have Gale Blade and Focus Charge are fast ranged options, and they're very good. And
Yeah.
I don't have... no, that's not true. I have Flipping Axe Kick. Flipping Axe Kick does not beat them unless I EX it. So EX Flipping Axe Kick is my strongest threat as an opener, because it counters your obvious openers. So I'm mulliganing for that, basically. Because if you strike, I'm going to play an EX Flipping Axe Kick if I can. Because if you strike, I know that EX Flipping Axe Kick beats it. And you, in turn, should look for EX attacks, partly because you're Zoey, so having a card in your discard pile is great. And you should also look for, specifically in your case, Focus Charge, because it has a fantastic boost. But basically, if you're Season 1, like, mulligan for cards that will get you Gauge, because you want to exceed ASAP. If you're Season... if you're Season 2, mulligan for your good transformations. If you're Season 3, mulligan for, like, your opening moves. Just mulligan for strikes. Because Season 3 wants to flip, but they don't want to flip as bad as Season 1. Season 1, your Exceed mode is incredible. Like, with 1 or 2 exceptions, you always want to exceed in Season 1. And most characters have cards that will get them there, either because they have good boosts, or more commonly because they have strikes that will reliably connect. But, like, the long and short of it is that the first part of mulligan is thinking about openers. So look at what's relevant from starting positions at range 4. And there's usually a matrix of, like, dive is the baseline, because everyone has dive. EX dive is the thing that beats dive completely, cleanly, shuts it out, destroys it. There's a specific set of attacks that can beat EX dive. They're extremely rare. If you have them, learn that you have them, because they're very, very good.
What did you say beats EX or dive?
So here, I'm just gonna show you that I have this, right?
Yeah.
So dive loses to EX dive. Right? So EX dive loses to a category that is not common, but does exist.
Sorry.
Which is anything that is speed 6 and more than 2 power. So Cyrus is just the first example, which is EX Arya that wins. Notably, Cross also beats EX Dive, but a defensive Cross also loses to this thing. So these options that are speed 6 or higher are monstrous. So for you, like as Zoey, EX Scaleblade is by miles your strongest opener. It's basically
Mhm.
unbeatable for most characters. It's incredibly good. Notably, Chun-Li actually can beat it, but that's because Chun-Li is a ranger, like or as a zoner rather. She actually has options that work at all ranges. But yeah, so like start at dive, look at the things that your opponent can do that you can do. If you're second player, you actually need to have an answer if your opponent strikes. So if you're second player, mulligan for an answer if your opponent strikes. Like know what you will play if your opponent strikes. And if the answer is wild swing, that's fine. But like know ahead of time. If you're first player, look for a strong opening, or think about if you're going to boost or if you're going to prep. But yeah, like I mulligan very aggressively, and it served me well in most of my games. This was in my hand. And it comes down to like knowing how the opening matrix works, and what characters can threaten what, and what they want to threaten. Because I play Rimless, for example, and Rimless is terrifying. She's an extremely strong character. She's from Season 2. I think she's probably the strongest character in the game. Not many people agree with me on that, but I think she's amazing. And she can hit you for 6 from starting positions on turn 1 without moving. She has a ranged attack that blows you up. It loses to cross. In fact, every opener that Rimless has loses to cross, and this is very, very important. Because people need to learn that crossing out of an attack that has a high resource investment is a very, very good thing. Like, if I play EX Dive and you play cross, you win that strike.
I just 2 for 1, yeah.
Exactly. And I'm out a cross, I'm the one playing EX Dive, right? So like you're out a cross, but I'm out both copies of Dive, which means that I can not counter any of your boosts that are important by teching them. And you'll never have a reason to be afraid of Dive. So like this is significant.
Okay. No, that's actually precisely what I was looking for with when I asked about a rule of thumb.
Yeah, it's a bit more than a rule of thumb, but yeah.
No, it's a tool rather than like saying, oh, you just being prescriptive. Being like, oh, you just do this,
I mean,
and then you win.
For every character, there's a certain pattern that works for that. Zoey actually has the easiest mulligan in the world, in my opinion, because she has a card that says you can exceed on turn 2 if you get this in your opening hand, which is pretty much the best possible thing that could ever happen. So like,
oh, that's right, because I could just spend force. That's right.
Yeah, so this is you throw away your entire starting hand, but you end up with 3 gauge, and then turn 2 you exceed, and now that's terrifying.
And you're just set for the rest of the game, basically.
Yeah, like you're in incredibly good shape. You're at your maximum threat potential for the rest of the game, and that's very, very good. But like most characters don't have that. Like Chun-Li, what does Chun-Li mulligan for? She mulligans for a thing that can answer her opponent's openers, and she probably mulligans for the speed boosts. So head stomp, sweep because it has light on it, and then like against Zoey, she mulligans for Kikoken and spinning bird kick because those are her answers to Zoey's ranged attacks. But like there are, you can figure out your own prescription for any character's mulligan, but the way to do it is to start by thinking about the openers.
Gotcha.
Alright, I'm gonna go rechat because I'm sure they all disagree with what I was just saying.
Yeah, take your time. Set aside. Draw 3.
Yeah, there's a separate side of the matrix that I didn't cover, which is the defensive moves. So focus and sweep, which deal just fine with EX Dive. But I think I said beats cleanly as part of the description there. Aria of the Wind beats EX Dive cleanly. You don't trade. You just hit them. They don't get to do anything. And there's a big difference between that and getting to trade.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm good. I hated what I mulliganed into, but I think I'm good.
I'm going to mulligan out the dive that I showed you, if you don't mind, even though I technically already mulled.
That's all good. Totally understand.
Yep. Your turn.
Let's see. Guess we can just wrap it up then.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to boost for speed.
Okay. And you have on hit, gain advantage, and add this gauge. Okay.
That is very true. Losing focus, or losing a focus that early even, is a pretty significant thing.
Ooh, that... No, that won't do anything.
But, yeah, if you have a character-specific focus or sweep like, that is the best way to answer an EX dive. But if your opponent can threaten a ranged EX and your defensive option will whiff against that, it's a lot less good.
Stuff like that.
But yeah, ideally if you can play a focus like or a sweep like, that's the best. Because then you don't lose reading, you don't lose light, and I value light very, very highly, and I value reading very, very highly.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's me, of course. Your valuations may vary.
I can change cards. How does that work again? I do this so little. Yeah. So, force.
Wow.
Draw 2.
Nope. Hold on. Those are ultras.
Oh yeah, that's right. They count as 4.
Yeah, if you want them to. Now it's your choice.
Well, 2 each. Yeah, that's right.
So it's 1 or 2 each. So how much force do you want to draw?
Should probably
how much force?
1. We'll do a 1 for 2.
Okay, so you're spending 2 force.
Yeah.
So draw 2 cards.
And discard.
Then draw for end of turn.
Oh yeah, that's right. Then we discard.
Then discard.
There we go. That's a wow. Then we will discard. Oh, fuck it, we'll just I'm gonna say discard that one since I already showed it to you, but let's not be so hasty.
Yeah, and especially because you're Zoey, you actually care about discard order. So if you decide to discard any ultras, you want to discard them last.
Yeah. So maybe it would be a good idea to get rid of them then.
But if you do it last.
Which would be right now, right?
Right, but you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards in hand. You have to discard 2
cards.
I
have 9. Oh, duh. Yeah. That's right. Let's do...
I mean, fair.
Oh, shit.
As an Imogene main, as an Imogene and Rimless main, I can think of a lot of strikes that I value more than sweep, but, you know,
that one there.
Depends on the characters. I definitely play my fair share of sweeps, I just also play a lot of lights.
Now I'm at 7, right? 4, 7.
7.
Okay.
Yep, looks good. Alright. So my turn? I'm going to boost to advance up to 3. Get in your face.
Oh, that was aggro. Alright. If I do that... Close, but not quite. Close, but not quite. But it might not be the worst idea. Yeah, I don't think that's the worst idea. But if I do that at this range, what can you do to me? A bunch. A bunch.
Me? I mean, theoretically, my kit's not super scary at range 1, but then again, most of yours isn't either.
You also have +1 speed, which I do need to keep in mind. So
pretty important thing, yeah.
Yeah, that's actually hyper important. Okay, so we will try this. We will. It's probably the worst idea. We're going to strike EX.
Okay. I'm just gonna really be sad if that is certain things. Alright, well, if it's sure you can, it's sure you can. Is it sure you can? No! I escape!
Oh no!
I am super happy right now. Alright, so please take 2 damage, because you do have 1 armor, because you EX'd.
Yeah.
And then my hit effect causes this to go to my gauge, just the effect on the boost itself.
Yeah.
And then I get this. Alright.
Yeah.
I kind of... I'll take it.
Still an option I'm not used to. Yep.
Alright, now, yeah, I'll boost.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that could have worked too if I thought that was an option. If I thought that was an option, that's something I could have done. Okay. Cool. This is what we call learning.
Hey, there you go.
Let's do threat.
Alright, I will boost for more speed.
That's a lot of speed.
It is a pretty good amount of speed. Ashton, I think you would find the games I played as Viper against Bear's Kin earlier in this stream pretty interesting.
Huh.
My Viper is, I think, pretty weird.
Let's see.
Or at least in that matchup, it's weird. I need to play more Viper. I'm now, like, interested in her.
Okay. Hold on. Sorry, hopefully that didn't get picked up.
No, it's fine. I went to yawn at the same time you went to, I think, sneeze, so it's just interesting timing.
Let's see. Our bodies are doing the hardest reads. Okay. I don't really like any of these options, but we're just gonna go for it. We are gonna boost this mess.
Oh-ho. Confident, are we?
Mm-hmm.
Did you draw for an turn?
Oh yeah, I should do that.
Alright,
like,
I'm in a critical.
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend 1 gauge, so I get any critical triggers on my attack.
Okay.
Have you run into that? Are you aware of the mechanic?
Yeah. Critical is you spend a gauge and it basically activates all critical effects for this strike.
Exactly. So if I have any critical triggers printed on my attacks, which almost all of my attacks do, I get whatever they are.
Yeah. It's EXing a move, but they had to call it something else because EX already existed.
Exactly. Exactly that.
Alright, so I guess I'm gonna pretend that I planned for this. And we're going to play this.
Alright. Alright, that's fair. So I have 3 power. On hit, I gain advantage,
speed.
And I add this to gauge. Yeah, my speed is 9, because why not?
Yeah.
And then, so 3 power coming in. Do you want to spend any force?
I spend force, I can add... Yeah, that's right. I can... And you're only doing 3 damage?
Yes, so right now you would only take 1.
Just 1. Yeah.
Alright, cool. And then my after effect says if I hit, I'm going to return this top of my deck. If I do, sustain one of my boosts. I will do that to sustain this. So obviously I can put this face down, but just like the showing the hand thing, I usually leave it like this so my opponent can remember that it's there.
Yeah.
Alright, so your turn.
I had a plan. I definitely did have a plan. Let's see if I can remember what it was. That's right. We are going... You are maintaining your +2 speed. We're going to strike. EX.
Well, I don't like that. Alright. Yep, okay. I'm glad I did this. Alright, so, hit, push or pull 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Alright, I will take the 2. And then, do you wish to use your after effects?
Yep.
Alright.
Back. Add this gauge.
Okay, be wary of keeping normals in hand, by the way, because there's a card that I can use to punish you for that eventually.
Oh. Who's that? Focus?
Yeah, the boost and focus. Just a heads
Yeah.
up.
That's right.
Alright, so...
I mean, you can just play it and call grasp and just rip it out my hand. Yeah.
Exactly. Alright, so I'm going to exceed. And I draw for the end of my turn, which this is known to be in my hand, so...
Okay.
Over to you.
Your exceed is, after you resolve a boost, you may retreat 1. That's right. You would strike retreat for each continuous boost. You have to play extra range 4. Let's see. Alright, we going Strazyke.
Alright.
EX.
Oh ho, another EX, eh? Interesting. I will wild swing. It's focus, it's pretty good. It's great, actually. Alright, come at me.
Boom, boom.
So 5 power, I take 3, because I have 2 armor.
Okay.
And now, do you wish to use your after effects?
Yes. Still counts as a hit, so I'm gaining advantage.
Yep. Okay, and then I will hit back for 3. Because your attack was EX, so 4 minus 1 is 3.
Yep.
And then afterwards I draw a card. It is your turn again.
Okay. We will do we'll do another attack. Shuffle. So that's a good idea. Okay. How good are you at 3-card Monty? Alright, we're going to strike again.
It's all good. I will wild swing.
Alright.
Alright. So you're faster. You push me 1, which doesn't do anything. I take 2. And then you're after, you move up to 2.
Yep, we're just going to move 1.
Alright, do you want to do the thing?
Yes, I will do the thing.
Okay. Cool. So my turn. Alright, I'll boost with this. So my attack's at +0 to 1 range.
Oh yeah, that's right. 2. Oh, okay. Oh, basically it adds the... Gotcha, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Do that. Fuck it, let's go again. Let's strike.
Alrighty, I will wild swing. Alright, so I take 4. I'm gonna miss. Do you wish to use your ability?
Yeah.
Okay.
This, go here,
Mm-hmm. Your turn.
and let's shuffle the hand. Strike again. Oh, not the whole hand.
Just 1 card. Well, 1 or 2.
Yeah.
1 or 2. Alright, wild swing. Nope. Gonna stun you out
Yep,
of that.
you got the grasp. Yep.
Yep. Alright, so take 3. I'm gonna put you range 3. You are stuns. Alright, I will boost for ignore armor and strike.
Okay. Well,
Okay. Oof.
hello, block.
That's not good. So I'll advance 3, and since I ignore armor, you take 5.
Cool. Oop. And that basically nullifies this whole thing.
Yep. Your turn.
Let's do...
So, Viddy, I haven't sent the customs that we've been working on, that you and me and Byron and Trev and
Not a good
whatnot
idea.
have been working on to Poulter, but Poulter maintains a module that is just exceed custom characters, basically.
Basically the same.
The reason I haven't sent them yet is
First
because we
part,
keep
but
making
then
changes,
check
tweaks, and
gauge,
patches, and I don't want to
first
have to
man.
like
Gotcha.
update it a whole bunch.
So I can.
But yeah, Polterghost
do
maintains a module
this
called
can,
Exceed
yeah,
Customs Collection.
Do
So
yeah,
like,
your turn
let
to
me
do
know
one.
when
Fuck
you're
it,
good
we're striking.
on Uno, and I'll send him her probably final version. Okay, I was just chatting with Chat. So I feel like that's just show you again. So I'm gonna use this. Close enough.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed. I was like, oh, Shoryuken's very close to grasp.
Very, very close. All right, so
Gotcha.
your hit effects.
Yeah, so I will move you 1, 2,
All right, I took the 1.
and do the thing. And I will.
So my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah. it's
I
your
will
turn.
prepare.
Okay. I will. Yeah.
Or exceed.
Exceed. Yeah. Exceed.
Nice.
And do. Yeah. Now, in general, like, right now, as far as my discard is concerned, those ultras I put at the bottom, we're probably not going to see them again until I reshuffle.
Yeah, at this point you're pretty much fine. As far as
But, like, in terms of, like, rules of thumb for picking cards out of your gauge.
well, your Zoey So you specifically want to put stuff at the top that you want to get back into your hand because she has a method of cycling them back into hand because of her ability.
That is true.
Most characters, you will want to pitch. So yeah, the rule of thumb for discarding from Gauge and whatnot is like discard things that you want back in your deck for your reshuffle, and always put ultras on top.
Yeah.
For anybody, because there are enough characters that can throw stuff from their discard into their Gauge that use the top of their discard to do it. That it's just a good, like, it's a good habit to spend your ultras on top.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you. I like having good habits in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So right now, I guess 1, 2, and
Yeah, I'm also happy to provide you just like the file that you can stick into your saved objects and load into the game.
That's close enough.
I kind of want to play the unit
Yeah,
patches game because I'm not sure if
I
they've
drop a
updated it.
turn?
Yeah. So I'm going to spin to force. Ignore. No, that's the different one. Sorry, stun immunity and strike, and I'm going to critical.
Mm-hmm. Critical. Okay, we'll try this.
Okay. So I will spin 4 Gauge, and you will hit me first. So
Oh yeah, that is good.
you're hit.
Gotcha.
You may play a boost that does not cost a strike for free. Is there a boost that you would like to play?
Now this is something that's interesting. Could I, since you know I have this in hand, could I play Grasp and up the power? Would that work?
Yep. Absolutely.
Gotcha. Let me see if there's something else I'd rather do. That can't use that. Yeah. Huh. Okay. That might not be a bad idea. What else is in my discard pile? Sorry.
No, it's fine. You got good shenanigans to work on.
Okay. I'm thinking doing this.
Okay.
And then I basically would
So
dump these.
Yeah, discard your Gauge, and then you add 4 cards from your deck to from the top of your deck to your Gauge.
Yeah. So I could do.
Yep.
There has to be a clean way of doing this. I was thinking of drawing them, but.
I mean, you know, you could pull them off one at a time and then flip them, but.
Yeah.
Okay, and now this is discarded because this is an instant boost.
Yep.
And now you have 2 after effects. How would you like to resolve them?
Let's go. Wait, what's your range on this thing? 1 to 2? Yeah.
It's gonna hit you.
Because you have.
I have range 1 to 3, and I have before close 2, so I can hit.
Oh, there is the before. I see.
I can hit up to here.
I see. Yeah, I'm gonna get hit no matter what.
Oh yeah.
So big. I was hoping I could not have that happen.
I'm afraid not.
Okay, so I guess the best I could do is at least minimize, at least maintain good board position.
So hold on. How are you trying to move there?
Using the after effect of retreat 2 spaces.
Retreat 2 will put you here.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's a fixed amount.
Yep, it's not up to 2. It is 2 on this card.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right, cool. So that was 3 power because you didn't actually apply the power boost.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I will close 2 and hit for 11.
And here. Oh wait, I need to.
Oh yeah, do your after. Yeah, do your after.
Do this in the hand.
That goes to get you.
Over here.
All right. But yeah, please take 11.
You're so polite.
I'll wait patiently. It's fine.
Better.
All right, your turn.
All right. Let me boost with Maori Defender. That sounds like a good idea. Draw until I have.
Draw until you have 1 card in hand. Yeah. Well, I mean, note your ability, because you might want some of these cards back.
Yep. That's exactly what I was thinking. Okay. Oh, yeah. Let's strike.
You're striking?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I did draw a card after all.
I'll wild sway? Yeah, it's grasp. It's terrible. Alright. Would you like to play a boost?
Do I? Do I? Nah. Good.
Okay. And then order of your after effects?
I will... I want to retreat spaces. I want to retreat. Against you... No, I don't. I want to stay where I'm at.
Okay.
I will do this.
Cool. I will boost.
Yep, extra speed. Let's see. So when Zoey's ability says spend gauge, that's if I want to spend force for a move, but I use gauge, does that count?
It does count.
Okay. So if I wanted to like use these 3 to change 3 cards, that counts as spending gauge.
Yes, her ability is poorly templated. A lot of Season 1 has
Okay.
an issue where it doesn't quite say what it means. It's supposed to be when you spend cards from gauge, add the spent cards to your hand.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was looking to do, trying to find a way to do that. Wait, what the? Much. I mean, there's probably something else I could have done if I was probably just not strike, basically.
Mm-hmm. Did you enjoy the game?
Good. Oh, of course.
Excellent.
Of course. I can lose all day to this.
I know, right? I feel the same way, actually. I really enjoy losing and exceed.
Yeah, it's actually like, it rarely feels like I lost a random chance. And it's just like, nope, I was just bested. There was definitely something I did where I probably could have won this.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I know
yeah.
that feeling.
Well, yeah, thank you very much for both making this mod and teaching me.
You're extremely welcome. I hope it was helpful, and feel free to ask me or anybody else around the Discord. Basically, we're friendly folks. If you have other questions about how to do things or whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much. How do I guess I just main menu and quit? Yeah.
Yeah, menu and then quit.